Welcome back to 2DG. We got another beer review for you.
We're back to business.
What do we got today?
Today we have Damascene Apricot Sour from Man Brewing Company. They're out of Evansville, Indiana.
Evansville. We first had this
at Brewhaven.
a year and a half ago, almost now?
It'd be over 2.
No.
Yeah, whatever. Point is, we had it at Brewhaven, and the year before this one. They actually weren't there this year, I don't think. I don't remember seeing them. I did drink a lot, though.
I don't remember seeing them either.
Anyway, we had this one. What Brewhaven does is they give you a penny when you walk into the event, and then out of all the beers you get, you're supposed to vote for which one you like the best. I actually did vote for this one. But yeah, we went to Louisville for our Bo and Luke release. One of the liquor stores there, or beer shop, had this one. I've had it twice, once there, and then I actually had it at Hopcat in Indianapolis, and it was still awesome then.
Yeah, that brew shop or beer shop we went to in Louisville is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
It was a Louisville beer shop or something like that.
Something generic, but
you remember what that was?
It is the Louisville Beer Shop.
Yeah, Louisville beer shop, really cool. Some cool dudes there. They got a nice selection.
Mm-hmm. They actually have stuff on tap too, so you can
they did.
try it and
A little pricey,
yeah,
but on the tap anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, off the shelf, I didn't think the prices were too bad.
Let's get this open.
All right, let's do it.
Damascene.
I just hope this is
Lives
as good
up to
as
what
I
you
remember. Yeah. I really haven't had much from Tin Man otherwise.
This is the only one I've ever had.
And I don't see them up this way too often. Last time I was in French Lick at the resort, I was disappointed that apparently that town has never heard of craft beer because it was a struggle to find anything drinkable. But I figured I would stumble across some more Tin Man. That didn't happen. It's starting to waft over.
Robot logo. Anyway, let's check it out. Nice, very pale straw color, very clear, which is kind of surprising.
It's a little hazy though.
Yeah, I'm imagining we left some in the can. I'm imagining most of the cloudiness is going to be there. Almost looks kind of like an adjunct lager color, but anyway, let's get a nose on it.
Head disappeared
Very quickly.
It's gone.
It's actually not a ton there. It's a little funky, and if you've had sours or watched any of our videos before, you kind of know what that is, so I'm not going to go too much into it. You do get a slight apricot tartness in there.
Yeah, but I don't really get much apricot smell.
Yeah, I mean, it's acidity, a little bit of like rotten fruit, just a tad. Not in a negative way, but that's kind of... as I say, you've used over-ripened tomato for a couple of different things. But,
not this one though.
Alright, let's
let's
taste. Okay. Right at the front, you do get a little bitterness, more from the fruit than any kind of hop. After that, though, tons of fruit flavor. You get a lot of the apricot juice in there, and it's not as tart as I want it to be. It really kind of doesn't hold up there, but tons of fruit in there. Underlying it all, though, and more towards the back when it falls off, you get that biscuity, crackery type malt.
Definitely.
It's really well balanced. The only complaint I have, I wish it was more tart, but yeah, tons of fruit in there. Good balance with the malt at the back. A little bit of acidity. It's not burn a hole in your mouth or your esophagus acidic. You want to talk about it?
Not really. No, I'm trying to place some of the tang that's there. It's tangy. And I'm trying to place that, and I'm just short of going, like that other beer we had.
And that's the thing too, when we first had this beer, one of the things I did was look it up just to see, what kind of natural flavors they were throwing in there to get that kind of fruit quality out of it, and none. They don't use anything, it's just pure apricot. So I was really happy about that, that they weren't cheating, I guess, by just throwing some artificial flavor in there. Alright, let's go into the rating then for style. It is classified as an American sour / wild ale. Rate Beer gives it a 43 for the style, but bumps it up to an 87 for the overall.
So to be honest, for the style, I'd be willing to go 7.5 on it. And I teetered with an 8, but we've had some pretty stellar sours lately too, so I'm going to stick with a 7.5.
I'll also do 7.5. What takes away from it, and takes away a lot, is the fact that it's not that sour. I want more. I just do. I like mine super sour. What saves it though is the complexity and the balance, because it's not just like
really good.
It's not all just funk, slam your taste buds, which I like, but I also like there to be some balance there. And this one really, and out of a lot of beers that say they use apricot, whether it be like an IPA or a sour, or, whatever, I get the most flavor out of the apricot in this beer. And then to me, that's awesome.
I want to say I just had something else that was apricot that had a good strong flavor of it. I mean, almost a fleshy fruit, juicy flavor.
We had an apricot IPA last night and it wasn't good.
Nah, that wasn't it. I was thinking this was down towards Louisville. But I could be totally wrong. But I don't get a ton of apricot flavor like if I were eating an apricot. But I like what is there. It's subtle, I think. It's balanced, like you said. And it's got a good amount of tang to it, but it's not...
Tang is a really.
It's not a warhead blow your top off, and it's not a that's the sour.
Tang and blow your top off in the same sentence.
Yeah, that happens. So anyway,
let's go with 2 overall.
Overall, I'm gonna stay right at a 7.5. I enjoy this. I don't get a lot of opportunity to get anything from Tin Man.
In fact, it's really 0.
Yeah, unless we're traveling somewhere, but I do enjoy this beer. So, yeah, I'll stick there. I'm fine with that.
I'm actually going to stick also with a 7.5. It's good, and I would pick it over a lot of other things. And if you're, I don't know what the alcohol percentage is. I don't know if they have it on the can. 5.2. So it is right near sessionable, and that's what I was going to say. Is if I'm drinking a beer all day, I could do this one because the acidity isn't there. It isn't in such high quality, but the flavor is just excellent. Now, am I going to pick it over, some IPAs or anything like that? Depends on the mood. Probably not, though.
Well, that's like I always say, especially when it is summer. This is would be a good summer one when it would just kind of cleanse your palate and refresh you.
And it's actually really juicy. It's not like super dry your mouth out.
It's fairly.
It's dry, but it's not like a sand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Although that crackery biscuit that comes on at the end, you kind of need something else. I need some more.
Yeah, exactly.
Between the tart and that dryness that you associate with a cracker, you just keep drinking.
But yeah, repping the home state well. Tin Man holding it down in the South. I will say I will like to try some more from them, and they actually did have more there, but I was just so focused on this one I didn't.
It's been a year and a half.
Yeah, but
there we go. Another sour in the books. We like them,
sours.
so I think that helps.
Try it.
Yeah. Hey, be sure to rate, like, subscribe, all that. Leave a comment. Helps out, Hit the like button.
We'll talk to you. 2DG.
See ya.